welcome to YouTube Video Marketing Secrets. In this video series, we're going to take an in-depth look at how you can use video marketing to promote your website, products, basically anything that you want. Video sites are incredibly popular. We're going to look mainly at the most popular one of all, YouTube, and talk about how you can go out there and by just using resources that actually don't cost anything, be able to start recording and distributing your own videos. Be able to do this without spending a dime. So it's really cool. So let's go ahead then and start by talking about what is video marketing. Essentially, over half the traffic on the internet is video. It's incredibly popular. People are going to sites like YouTube every day. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at a way to monetize that, to capitalize that. If you were to type something in like doubling stocks review, that doubling stocks is a popular clickbait product. It's an affiliate product. If you look here, you will see tons and tons of people are doing videos on this product. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make these videos quickly and easily. Let's just take a look. This is actually one that I made a long time ago. It's slides. You might be saying to yourself when you hear video, you might think, oh no, am I going to have to get a video camera and I don't feel comfortable with even having my face or voice on the screen. That's fine, you don't have to do that. This video right here is simply just slides and words. You can spruce it up by adding some screen captures. Let's take a look at some other examples here. You'll see some people spend more time, some people don't spend much time at all. But it's pretty easy to do. This person here, added some more special effects on theirs, and of course, the more special effects, you might have to get involved in some other softwares. But what we're going to talk about is how to make simple ones using either screen captures. A screen capture is kind of what you're seeing me do right here, or also by using slides. So it's actually going to be easy to do, and then we'll talk about how to find the right keywords to make your video about, how to get your video to rank, how to promote your video, and also how to capture the most sales from your video. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it won't be too hard. But by the end of this video series, you'll be able to get out there and start making videos yourself. So here is a summary of the process. Basically, we're first going to create a video. We'll then submit the video to multiple video websites. We'll talk about, of course, not only YouTube, but other ones as well. And then receive backlinks and traffic as your video is distributed around the net. Let's talk about why you need to be doing video marketing. A viral video can be unstoppable once set in motion. I'm sure you've all seen examples of viral videos. Essentially, the more catchy, the more unique your video is, the greater the chance that someone will like it and tell other people. It is not uncommon for people to become stars overnight because of the power of video. Over half of the traffic on the internet is now video. That is incredible. People just eat this stuff up, and it makes sense that you want to get out there and get a piece of it too. Video marketing gives you access to tons of valuable backlinks. YouTube is a very powerful place to get backlinks from. We'll talk about how to get specific backlinks. And also, of course, you can take the same video and upload it to multiple different places, resulting in backlinks from lots of different video sites, which of course holds a lot of weight in the search engines. You are ahead of the curve. Essentially what this means is a lot of people still are not doing video marketing, which means they're missing out, and you can get on there and do it. A lot of videos that are out there are just, for fun, people sharing different things, whereas marketing-wise, of course there are people out there doing it, but not as many as there should be. There are a lot of people that are not using it. You can get out there and actually be ahead of the curve rather than chasing behind it. Contrary to belief, it's actually easy to do. In fact, this video series will show you exactly how to go out there and do it. It doesn't need to be super complicated. Of course, you can make it complicated if you want, or you can make it more fancy, and you'll still learn something from this video series because we're going to talk about how to promote and all that good stuff. But I want to focus on streamlining things so you can get out there and make videos quickly, so of course you can be making more of them as well. Okay, let's go ahead then and move to the next video. Signing up for a YouTube account. Okay, now the time has come to go ahead and take our video and start uploading it on video sites. We're going to focus mainly on YouTube because that's of course the biggest directory with the most traffic, but we'll also talk briefly about some others as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go to YouTube, located at youtube.com, and right on the main page here you can see it says create an account. Go ahead and click on that, and first we need to pick a username. Now, of course, if your videos are going to be just about the stock market, maybe you want to incorporate that in your username. So, market tips. Now, I'm sure that's going to be taken. Oh, but actually it's available. Okay, so we'll go ahead and use that. United States. You need to enter your zip code. I'll just go ahead and enter that. Date of birth. This isn't actually my birthday, so don't get excited about sending me some presents. I'm just putting that in there. Guy. Can let others find my channel if they have my email address. Not a bad idea if you have some friends out there. Hopefully you do. Do you want to receive email from them? That's up to you. I'm going to go accept the service. Okay, now you do need a Google account to create a YouTube account. If you don't have a Google account, no worries, you can do it right here. If you do have a Google account, you can sign into it and then add YouTube to that. You need a valid email address. You're going to need to confirm it, which meaning that YouTube is going to send you an email and say, is this really you? You say yes, and then bam, you're live on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and pause that and complete this registration process. Okay, so once your account is set up, you can just go ahead to here and click account, and this screen comes up. And it's a good idea to go ahead and do some things like, of course, add your picture, add some basic information about yourself. Just because, the goal here is to establish yourself as an expert on YouTube, and you want people to come on and watch, one video, watch multiple videos, and this is a good way to lay things out like that. So just keep that in mind, and we're going to go ahead then and move on to the next video, which of course is uploading our video. So it's finally time to do that. Finding the best keywords to target. Okay, so of course we want to get traffic from YouTube, the video sites themselves, but ideally we'll also get traffic to our video from the search engines. What happens is, because YouTube is such a popular website, when people go in, let's say for example I go to YouTube and I type in dog training tips, you can see one of the very first results are YouTube videos. So how do we get our videos to place in there? Simple, by picking the right keywords. So how do we find the right keywords? Well, we need to do keyword research. Now that's a bit beyond the scope of this video series. I want to direct you towards a wonderful free resource that you can use to find keywords. It's called Matt's Free Keyword Tool, and it's something that you can go ahead and download, and it will help you find the right keyword tools. Let me go ahead and just show you an example. Oftentimes people pick keywords that have too much competition, meaning that you will not be able to rank high enough. So let's say for example I want to rank for the word dog. Of course there is so much competition on the internet for dog. I need to go a bit longer. It's called long tail keywords. So if I tried to rank then for let's say dog training, let's say dog trainer in Chicago, let's say that's your business, then what happens is all of a sudden there is a lot less competition. In fact, there are less than 10,000 sites that have that exact phrase on there. So that phrase is going to be a lot easier to rank in YouTube than just dog. So that makes sense, right? Now you also want to make sure that you look at the search volume for keywords, meaning does it have enough searches? Because if it doesn't get searched for enough, you won't get enough visitors. So let's say for example that I call my video, let's say, dog training secrets for dogs that just won't stop barking. Okay, so competition wise, there are no sites in the whole internet that have that exact phrase, meaning that if I create a video and called it that, it'll be pretty easy to rank for that phrase. However, that phrase is not going to be searched for very often because it's not something people type in a lot. So how in the world do you determine both the competition for a keyword phrase and also how often it is searched for? Well, you need a keyword tool. And that's exactly what Matt's Free Keyword does. So there's also a gauge that helps you find, the sweet spot is what I call it, as far as how much competition, also how much traffic a keyword should have, whether or not you should consider going after it. So that's how it works. And so I highly suggest that you go out and go to mattsfreekeywordtool.com and download the keyword video. And there's also additional videos there that talk in more depth about how to do keyword research, so you understand how to pick the titles for your YouTube videos. In fact, sometimes I even use the keyword research to figure out what type of videos I want to make from the start. So go ahead and check it out, and we'll move on to the next video, which is getting our video, of course, to get out there and start getting some traffic. Components of a great video. Before we start actually making the videos, I want to talk about what goes into making one that's going to do well. Essentially, there are a couple different components. We want to make sure that it's interesting and directed towards a target audience. Now, I know that sometimes when I'm doing something, I'll tend to do it as fast as I can so I can get more done. You want to make sure that you take your time. We want to optimize our time, don't get me wrong, but we want to make sure that we also take our time to make stuff that's good. We want to use words that are interesting. We want to make sure that the subject is interesting, because if it's boring, then it's a lose-lose. If we're doing videos just to make videos and people don't actually like them, then we're going to miss out, because of course the whole goal is for people to watch the video, but then be interested enough to follow through and come to your website or come and buy your product or whatever. You want to make sure that they're informative and also entertaining. That kind of goes along with what I said before. If you don't want to make false promises that you don't deliver in your video. If you say that your video is going to contain a free dog training tip, you want to make sure that you at least give out one tip. That doesn't mean that you can't upsell and say, this is just one tip, but there's a whole bunch more that you can get by coming to my website. Of course, you want to have that hook in there as well. You want to make sure that you leave the viewer wanting more. Kind of started to go into that already. Essentially, not only do you provide good content up in front, but you also want to make sure that they understand that they need to come, follow your link. You want to give them a compelling reason to follow you to your website or to, of course, purchase your product. Leave the viewer feeling a need to come visit your website. Whether or not that could be things like, if you're like, these free things, come here for a coupon, or, limited time sale, come right now. We want to get people to take action right away. You also want to look and see if your video has the good potential to be viral, meaning that it's going to be so good, so exciting that people are going to want to tell their friends about it. So, all those things, you don't need to have each one of these things in your video. Just keep it in mind as you're doing a video. Some people may take the approach of spending more time and have higher quality videos that are going to get more views, whereas some of you will go out there and just do as many as you can, just because you're trying to get the backlinks and also traffic as well. Of course, another option is to go out there and make a whole bunch of videos, and then the ones that do well, you can redo them because you found an audience. You also want to make sure that your videos do appear professional. We're going to talk about doing videos quickly, but you want to make sure that they look good, because if they don't look good, people are not going to find you credible, and then they're also not going to want to buy from you. And that, of course, really shoots us in the foot, because we need to make sure that we appear professional so people will listen to the advice that we have to share. Creating a script for your slideshow. I am now going to take you through creating a slideshow which we're going to put into video form. I showed you an example of this earlier, and that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and make a pretend script for a product that doesn't even exist, just to show you how I would go about doing it. To do this, I'm just going to go ahead and open up Notepad, or you could use Microsoft Word or whatever, or even a notepad that you have sitting next to your computer, because this is going to be what we say to people. Now, keep in mind that we're going to want to have each slide only have a few words on each, because it makes it easier to read, and we're going to rotate it slowly. So we're not going to actually be sharing a lot. So let me go ahead and show you an example of a script that I would write to sell a product. Okay, I have Notepad open here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write one line for each new slide that I'm going to create. So let's say, for example, that I'm promoting a product that helps you make money from stock. So maybe I'll start by saying something like, "Are you tired of losing money on the stock market?" Okay, now that's about as long of a sentence as I would use. If you have a real long sentence, maybe you would want to break it up into 2 slides. That'll be my first slide right there. Okay, I'm going to go down to the next line. And I'm trying to think, this isn't a course on copywriting, but I'm going to just share a few things here. Of course, I want to try to appeal to people. Let's say, for example, that you're in the stock market and you're sick of losing money. I think that's a common thing that people feel. I could also say, "Are you tired of get rich quick schemes?" Okay, and then I'm going to break this off to the next line. Let's say, "Are you tired of that just make you feel like a failure?" Okay, so what I'm hoping here is to kind of strike a chord to get people to say, "Wow, I am tired of those things." Okay, now I'm going to introduce my product. Introducing, and then let's say super stock market millionaire. Now, I'm just made that up. Hopefully that is an actual product. If it is, I apologize. And then I'm going to go ahead and just mention, a benefit of the product, maybe another benefit of the product. And then I'm going to have my pull to my website. Learn more here and receive a special discount. Okay, and then I'll have my website listed. Okay, let's say that this is the website. Okay, and there we go, and there's my slide is all set up. So of course I would actually have the benefits written in there, but I just summarized them there for you to see. So now I have my script, and what I want to accomplish with my script, I want to, of course, kind of draw them in and get them to visit my site. You can see this is a very, very short script. Now let's say, for example, that instead I wanted to give some dog training tips. This is a new script here. Let's see, are you tired of your barking dog? Next line, keeping you up at night. Okay, here's a great tip to help with that, okay? And then I would go ahead and list the tip, right here. Pretend that's my helpful tip. And then, of course, I'm going to say, for more helpful tips, be sure to check out our website. Or maybe sign up for our free newsletter. And then, of course, we have the website listed, okay? So that's how that works. There's an example of 2 scripts that I would write. And that's how you go ahead and do that. Now, of course, the next step is going to be to create the slides for our slideshow, and we'll do that in the next video. I'll see you there. Making a slideshow with OpenOffice and Press. Okay, now a note. If you already have Microsoft Office PowerPoint, I would suggest using that because it is a bit better. It's a bit more robust. However, it's expensive, and many of you may not have it. So I want to show you a fantastic piece of software that's actually free, doesn't cost anything, and it will allow you to make some slideshows which will certainly look very nice. It's a program called OpenOffice. You can get it by going to openoffice.org, and they ask for your email address, and then you can download it. It's a big program. It's about 150 megs, but I highly recommend it. It actually has a word processor, even a spreadsheet. It's basically Microsoft Office, but for free. So you just go ahead and you download it. Now, once you have OpenOffice, there are several programs within it, and you want to open up OpenOffice in Press, and that is where you'll be able to make slideshows. So just go ahead and download that. Okay, so here we go. I just went ahead and started OpenOffice in Press. You can see here that I'm just going to go through and show you how I would make a slideshow. I'm going to start with an empty presentation. Of course, if you have a template, you can use that, but I don't. So if you want to, of course, you can use a one that they already have in there. But I'm going to start from scratch. Okay, hit next. Presentation background. You can go through and look and see what the different ones look like. I like the gradient background, which of course obviously you can see with what I already have here. Let's see here. See how this one looks. Okay, and of course you can pick one that I want to make sure that I pick one that's going to be easy to read. I want to have nice colors that looks similar to what I have. Okay, select an output medium. I want it to be slides. Okay, I'm going to hit next. Okay, slide transition, meaning when one slide changes to the next. We can have an effect if you want. Sure. Speed. Okay, medium. I'm actually going to be doing it myself. It's not going to be automatic. Default. Okay. Going to hit create. Alright, screen got a bit big there on me. Okay, so it doesn't quite fit. But you'll see here that basically this is your screen, and over here are the layouts. So what we can do is we can choose from a layout already that's going to make things easier for us, or of course we can create our own. You can have pictures in your slide and whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one here because it looks like a good match. Okay, so let me bring up my script and show you how this works. Are you tired of losing money on the stock market? Okay. Tired of losing money on the stock market. Okay, so this actually isn't the best template because I need to just have this be here. So I'm going to go ahead and center that. I'm going to make it easier to read, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight the text and then go up here to the text size and make it pretty darn big. It's a little bit too big, isn't it? Okay, I think that's pretty good. It's pretty easy to read. If I wanted to, I could mess around with the font type to make it even easier to read. I'm always impartial to this. I think that's easy to read there. Okay, I'm going to make that a question mark there. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and we can go to the next slide. So I'm going to go up here, click on slide, and now we just created a new slide. Okay, this is slide number 2 there, 2 of 2. And what I guess I could do is go back to the first slide right here and copy this and then go ahead and paste. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm pasting my format in. So there's my first slide. I'm going to go to the second slide and change this text to my next stuff here. Okay, are you tired of get-rich-quick schemes? Okay. Are you tired of get-rich-quick schemes? Okay. All right, so there we go. Now the third one, and you get the point. I'm going to go ahead and pause this and finish up my slides. Okay, so now I have my slides all written here. You see here, I'm just going to go ahead and delete that last one. And now we're all set to run our slideshow. Essentially what you need to do then is you can just go ahead and click on slideshow and it pulls it up. Okay, and there we go. Of course it's bigger than my recording screen here, but you can see how it's going through each of my things here. And there's a couple different ways that you can view your slideshow. Of course, we're going to be viewing it one step at a time. But that's basically it. So in the next video then we'll take it a step further now that we have our slideshow created. Creating a video with Cam Studio. Up next we're going to talk about actually creating the video for our video marketing. What we're going to do is we're going to use a free piece of software called Cam Studio. What I actually use to record all the videos that you see is called Camtasia. Camtasia is, of course, it does cost a good bit of money. It allows you to do more. However, Cam Studio is great for those of you that already don't have Camtasia and not looking to spend a lot of money, of course, because it's free. So let's go ahead and do that. Of course, the features are more limited, but it certainly will allow us to get the job done on what we want to do here today. So Cam Studio can be downloaded by going to camstudio.com. Oops, my mistake. That was wrong. camstudio.org, and you can go ahead and they ask for your email address so they can let you know when there's an update, but you can download it right there. I'm going to go ahead and do that and install it, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, I've went ahead and loaded Cam Studio, and this box here comes up, and basically, there are some options there that you can fool around with, but what we want to do is we want to go ahead and create a screen capture. So I'm going to go under, let's see, record here. And this is the box it's going to record. Now, of course, we can adjust the size of that box because I don't want it to be that small. Let's see here. Video options. Okay, you can set the quality, and of course, you can go ahead and play around with this as well. Region. Okay, I want to go ahead, and of course, you can record the whole screen if you want. I don't recommend that. So I'm going to go ahead and select the region. So I'm going to hit record, and then I can pick wherever I'm going to be recording. So there, that would be the screen that I'm recording. So let's go ahead then and get this all set. I'm going to go ahead, and here is my slideshow. I'm going to play it by hitting slideshow. Now, of course, you can select your options on what your slideshow is going to look like. We want it to be all the slides. I want to make sure that I set it to change the slides manually. Because I sometimes, some slides I want to be on there longer than others, so I like to have complete control over that. So I'll go ahead and hit that button, and you can see that the slideshow starts. So what I need to do next is load my Cam Studio here, hit record, and then draw what I want to be recording. So I'll go ahead and draw that right there, let go of it, and it starts. I can go back to the software here, and every time I push the right arrow, it advances to the next slide. So you can see how that works. Of course, I would spell out what the benefit was, just an example. But if I have, a more important phrase that I want to stay on the screen longer, I'll do that. If you want to, you can also record audio and talk, over this. Or you can sync it up to music later, or have no audio. But as you can see here, that's how I do that. So that's basically how you go about recording the actual video. When you're done, you just hit stop, and then you save the file. It's saved as an AVI. I'm not really going to save it though. Okay, now how are we going to get the audio into the program? We'll talk about that in the next video. Next, we're going to talk about adding audio with Windows Movie Maker. If you do not want to have audio in your slideshow, then you don't need to worry about this step. However, audio does help. Of course, if you chose to speak while you recorded with Cam Studio, you can do that. You don't have to worry about this step as well. But just let's say for simplicity's sake that you do want to add audio, it can be done quickly and easily by using a program that should already be on your system called Windows Movie Maker. Just do a search on your desktop for it. It should pop right up. And you'll see that it looks like this. Essentially what you need to do is load your files in that you want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and find my video. They're in the Cam Studio directory. I went ahead and loaded that. And then of course also the music that you have. Okay, there we go. That's the music that I'm going to use. Where do you get music? Well, you can go to the search engines and type in royalty-free music, and a whole bunch of stuff comes up. You can't use music that's copyrighted. That would get you in big trouble. So what you need to do then, of course, is to go out there and find music that you have the rights to. You can purchase it, or a lot of times you can find people even giving it away for free. You can see here royalty-free music for $2. You can even go to a place like the Warrior Forum and get a pack of music for just a couple bucks. Then you have it. So I try to find music that's that's kind of standard, typical stuff. So what you do then is, of course, you take your let me start over here for you. You just take your video and drag it down here, and then also the audio and drag it down here. Okay. And there you go, and you can see here that, of course, my audio track is a lot longer than my video track, so I need to go ahead and trim this down because we don't want the video to stop and then the audio not to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and put the line right there at the end, and then go over here to split, and split that audio track. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Let's go ahead and cut it, and there we go. Now, my track should be down to 15 seconds. And of course, obviously, hopefully your video is a lot longer than that. This is just an example. Okay, that's it then. Then we can go ahead and create this. Publish movie. Publish it for, let's see here. This computer will do that. Okay. Test movie. Okay, this is going to create a WMV file, which should be fine to upload to YouTube. Okay, let's see here. Go ahead and publish it. And we'll just go ahead and let that do its magic here. It doesn't take too long. Of course, if your video is longer, it's going to take a little bit longer. Okay, here we go. And there we go. Play the movie when I finish. Okay, there we go. There we have our movie. Now it's time to talk about what we're going to do with that movie, of course, and how we can start uploading it to the other video sites. I want to talk briefly about how to create a different type of video with Cam Studio, and that would be a screen capture video, which is essentially what you're seeing right now. Everything that is recorded on my screen, you see, mouse movement and all. And you can do that with Cam Studio. So let me go ahead and open that back up. So now what I'm going to do is, rather than look at some slides, I'm going to go to whatever it is I'm going. Let's say, for example, I was doing a screen capture video to promote Google. I would just go ahead and go to Cam Studio. And of course, I'm gonna go with region, and then select this area right here. Okay, we'll pretend that, and then I could start pretend I'm making a video on Google. Here's Google, and this is how you do a search on Google, and this is what you do, and that's this and this and that. And then of course, when you're done, you stop it, and you just created your first screen capture video. Capture Google. Okay, so you could use this because if you're promoting a product, sometimes you can actually be looking at the actual product page and talk about the benefits of the product. This is even more eye-catching than the video that I just showed you, so it's a good idea to do. So here's my video. So again, what do I do once I have my video? Well, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead here and in options. Right now it's set to not record audio, but you can record audio from the microphone, from your speakers, just lots of different options. And of course you can set the specific options for that, and then you're left with your video that you created quickly, but then you can go ahead and upload it, which is in the next step. So once you have your video, whether it be a live screen capture or by using slides, you are now ready to start distributing it and of course getting traffic to it so we can make some money. Let's go on to the next video. Writing your video description. Okay, now before we start submitting, we want to talk about creating a video description for what we just created. This is going to be the text that appears with the video on places like your YouTube account. This is very important to consider because this is where we're going to get our all-important backlink. Also, when people watch a video, they're trained to come over here and look at the information that's written about the video. So let's go ahead and take an example of a well-written description. The very first thing they list is the link, of course, that they're promoting. It's very important to do that, to have that be listed first. Then they go ahead and talk about, this is a quick overview of whatever, and of course, the information here is going to be short and sweet and to the point and encourage people to click on this link. I went ahead and made a breakdown of what I would consider going into a good description. You want to put your full URL first. So let's go ahead and look at that. Unfortunately, you cannot use HTML, meaning that you can't use a href. It needs to actually be the HTTP, colon, // and then the link. That's the only way to make it be clickable. It is incredibly important to have this, not only to give people a way to click to come to your site, but also for backlink purposes. Please, please, please make sure you do that. I can't tell you how important it is. Okay, and also include phrases that will lead the viewer to click on the link. Things like limited time, free coupon, good stuff like that. Utilize keywords in the description if possible. If you're trying to rank for certain keyword phrases, and hopefully you are, and we'll talk about that shortly, you want to make sure you include the keywords here as well. Uploading your video to YouTube. Now it is time to go ahead and take our video and actually upload it to our YouTube account. So I'm signed in here, and you'll see in the upper right hand corner there's a button that says upload. I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. Okay, and this is where we're going to go ahead and upload it. Please note, there are a couple of requirements. It can't be too big, of course. When I select upload video, it's going to launch a screen on my computer that will allow me to select the video. I'm going to go ahead and do that a while. Okay, I recorded this with Cam Studio, so that's where I am in the Cam Studio directory, and I saved it as testing. I'm going to go ahead and select that. Okay, you can see that it's uploading right now. Of course, if you have a slower internet speed, it might take you a little longer than that there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and fill out the information on my video. We talked earlier about keywords. Whatever your keyword phrase, it's real important that you put it, in here. So let's say, for example, if your keyword phrase is stock market for beginners, then that's what you want to put in there. You want to make sure that that keyword phrase appears in the title. Now, you want your title to have more than that. Some tips you don't want to miss. Okay, now that isn't actually the video that, if you remember what you saw, it's not really going to be helpful to match the title, but that's okay. And then for the description, the first thing I'm going to do is, again, we talked about this before, have the URL be first. Okay, the best plan. Sometimes I dress things up by doing this here and help it stand out. Okay, so, and just a note again that you can't use stuff like this because it won't work. It needs to be the actual link, so there you go. So again, remember, you can include reasons on here why people should follow through the description. And then as far as the tags, you're going to put your keywords here. Like that. Okay, category, that's self-explanatory. Wherever it's going to fit is where you're going to put it. A lot of times if it doesn't fit, I put it in education because my video is going to teach people something. Okay, of course you don't want your video to be private. That kind of defeats the purpose of what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Changes. And that's it. Please note, if you go to view your video right away, it won't be there because it takes some time for YouTube to process it. So I'm going to hit to go to my videos. And here it is. You can see the description. The box isn't there because you can see it says uploading. I can go to the actual page that my video is on. Now if I look in my browser here, you'll see that is the actual address of my video. I'm going to go ahead and copy that and note it because I'm going to be promoting my video in the next series of videos. We'll be talking about that. So you're going to want to make sure that you have that. So that's basically it on how to upload it, and then the following videos will talk about what we can do next after we have the video on here. I'll see you there. Rating your video. Next, I'd like to talk about a technique that I use sometimes that some people might frown upon, but I actually use it and it's worked well for me, is rating your own video. Essentially what happens is now that we have this video on YouTube, one thing that's going to help propel it forward is if it gets a positive review. Now, of course, you might be thinking to yourself, it's unethical to rate your own video. First of all, obviously, you can't rate your own video from your own account. You need to create a second account and then go to your video and view it. If you are not comfortable doing this, you certainly don't have to. However, I create a separate account on YouTube, and then I do this sometimes if I want to give my video the extra boost. Or, of course, you can ask a friend to do it for you. So let me just go ahead and show you how to rate a video. So if you want to do so, you can. I do have to say that it is something that will help you because it can help get the ball rolling. People will see that your video was rated highly, and then they'll be more apt to view it, and then of course they might also rate it themselves. So a little can go a long way. I'm viewing this video here, and to rate it I simply just go over here and I click, I'm going to give this one 5 stars. Okay, I'm not interested in an auto share, but that's it. It's rated. It was pretty easy to do. So, it just takes a minute. I would encourage, you can ask your friends to do that. You can get a couple friends to do it, and then of course that's going to help you even more. You can also go ahead and leave comments on the video too. Hey, great video. I learned a lot. And post it, and there you go. So I just helped somebody there. Hopefully they'll return the favor, right? So that's basically how that works. Again, it's up to you if you choose to do that. One thing that you can do is tell the world about your video, call in some favors from some friends, because getting those ratings can certainly help. Digging your video. Now we're going to move on to promoting the video that we have on YouTube. Of course, you put it up there and you can hope that people are going to find it, but it does not hurt. In fact, it is a fantastic idea to go out and do some basic promotion. It doesn't take long. In fact, all the methods that we're going to talk about are free, so there really isn't any reason that you shouldn't be doing it. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. We're going to be taking advantage of social marketing, social networking sites, specifically starting with the one called Dig. You might have heard of Dig. It's a place where people go and if they like something, you dig it. That's what it's called. It's located at digg.com. You sign up for a free account, doesn't cost anything, and essentially what happens is you are given a toolbar that goes into your browser. Whenever you like something, you dig it. Let me go ahead and sign into my Dig account so I can show you how this all works. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm logged into my account, and one way you can do it without bothering it with the toolbar or anything, you can just go up here to Submit New, and a page will load where you get to submit your new link, and you're going to need to describe it. So if you recall, in the last video I talked about taking your link, and this is where you'll want to put it. Okay, so there we go. Of course, you can pick what it is. It's a video, so we'll select that and continue. And what's going to happen is this is going to create a good boost in the search engines for you. Dig is very popular. When the search engines see that your video has been dug, it's going to help the search engines understand that your video is worth reporting about, and therefore should help its ranking in the search engines. Of course, what would really help would be if multiple people dug it for you. So the idea is that you start a snowball here. You dig it once yourself, and then other people see it, and they dig it, and then it continues to go on. Now this is nice. Dig one and grab the information straight from my YouTube page, and of course you can change it if you like. But there we go. Even have my link in there. You choose what topic it belongs in, and then you go ahead and hit submit story, and that's it. Digging is very simple. Once you have your account, you can do it in like 2 minutes. So it's certainly going to give you an extra boost. And again, you really want to get the word out about this, and that's why we're going to be using the social networks, starting with Dig. In the next video, I'm going to talk about a few additional sites that is certainly worth your time to get some links out there to your video. I'll see you there. Promoting your video on additional social networking sites. Getting your video to rank in the search engines, is a fantastic way to get, a lot more traffic to your video, to get it more noticed. And one of the way that we accomplish that is by getting some strong links. We talked in the previous video about getting links from Dig. I wanted to mention a few other social networking sites that, again, it's going to take some time to initially go out there and sign up for these sites, but in the long run it's going to be more than worth it. StumbleUpon is very similar to Dig. I highly recommend that you do that as well. It can also help to create an avalanche of attention. When other people see it, they might stumble upon it too. Delicious is a social bookmarking site that also will help. It doesn't take much time to go in there and get a bookmark from there. Reddit is also a good place. Technorati, Caboodle, Propeller is a big one too. So again, this is just an idea, but I suggest that you go out there, you learn more about these sites. In fact, there are hundreds, but you want to focus on the big ones, and this is certainly a good start. And the idea here is that you spend some time initially creating accounts at these places, but then once you have them, it'll only take a minute to go through and get your link from there. So I certainly recommend doing it. I don't do it with every video I create, but the ones that I want to see really get somewhere, I certainly take the time to do it because it really does help. It doesn't cost anything, it just takes some time. Embedding your video on your website. Now that you have your video out there, of course, if you already own a website, a great way to get the word out, why not put it on your website? Fortunately, YouTube makes it available that you can embed the video on your website, meaning that it can look like it's right, actually, even though it's streamed from YouTube, it actually looks like it's right smack on your website. It's a very cool way to display video. So essentially what you do then is you go into your YouTube account. Okay, let's just say here that you're on the My Videos page of your account, and you go to your video page, and right here is something called embed, and you just take this code here and copy and paste it. Make sure you get all of it. Let me show you what the actual code looks like, because it might look like gibberish if you're not web savvy with the internet stuff here. So you can see that's the code right there. And all you do is you paste that into your website. So it takes 2 seconds, and actually it will then create the video. Of course, you can see here in the code, you can go ahead and change it. You can have a border. You can enhance privacy mode if you wanted to. You can also check the size. And if you change the size, then you'll see that it changes in the code right here. So if I wanted to have it be this size, and I click that, and then there we go. And I can also even play with the color scheme, and it shows what it would look like there. And then you just grab it, and copy and paste it, and you're set. And the video will look just like that. Now the really cool thing is it'll create this box here with the video, and you can start it and all that good stuff. But every time somebody views it on your website, it'll count as a view from YouTube. So that that'll help with your views and your ratings and all that good stuff as well. So I highly suggest that you do that. Again, it's not hard to do. Some people think that it is. It really is not. And you really want to expose, if you're creating this material and you have a relevant website, why not put it on there? I highly suggest that you do that. Additional video websites. We've been talking a lot, of course, about YouTube and how that's the best video site to work with. I wanted to take a moment and share additional video websites because, of course, there's nothing to stop you from taking the video you submitted to YouTube and submitting it to other places around the net. In fact, if you wanted to, you could even target different keywords. Now, if you target the same keywords, then the hope is that whatever keyword phrase you target, you will rank, of course, for your YouTube video, but also your Google video, your Yahoo video, all the other places that you upload it will rank as well. So I really do suggest that you take your video and not just limit yourself to YouTube. Now, there are tons and tons of video websites. I would suggest focusing on the main ones. Here are some that I work with that I certainly recommend. Google Video, Dailymotion, that's a big one. Yahoo Video, also of course very popular. Blip, Facebook, Rever, and lots more. I would certainly highly suggest you deal with these three, but there's actually there's a lot more out there. Facebook is becoming more popular. Even MySpace has it. So even if you Google additional video websites, and in the accompanying book you can see that I list additional ones besides this. But again, why limit yourself? Now, the one thing that can become a bit of a hassle is taking the time to upload to all these sites. And actually, in the next videos, we're going to talk more specifically about how you can automatically upload these to multiple places. Now, it does cost money, but still, hey, it's one of those things where I feel that the cost is overshadowed by the benefit that you get if you're into that. Of course, if you don't have much money, you can go out and you can do these by yourself, and then you might want to just stick with the most popular ones. So again, no reason, there's no exclusivity to YouTube. You're not going to be hurting yourself by loading it to other sites, and it's also going to get you additional backlinks from those other sites as well. So keep that in mind. The power of HazeBread. I wanted to talk about a video service that allows you actually to upload your video once, and then it is sent out to over a dozen different places. Now, it does cost money, but it does not cost much money. If you go to hazebread.com, okay, this is it here, you can see. What happens is they charge you, of course, for distributing your video, but it is not expensive. Let's take a look at pricing here. You pay for the credits. You can upload your video, to one portal, cost 1 credit. Then of course, there's optional things here. It only costs 5 cents for a credit, US dollars, which means if you wanted to upload your video to 10 different places, it would only cost you 50 cents. Now, you can also enable stats, meaning that you're able to track your video, which is more of an advanced thing. That if you really want to keep a close watch on things, you can do that. That's a bit more expensive. That costs 15 cents per video. You can also get stats manually. Export from YouTube and watermark and additional things. But what I'm most interested in here, is their core feature, being able to upload, to multiple places. So let me go ahead and break that down for you, so you can understand where all it's sent to, because that's really the really cool thing here. Whoops, got kicked back there. Okay. Over 20 networks. So again, what happens here is that you can go in and for the price of $1, you can have your one video published on these 20 different video sites. So again, $1 and the same amount of time that it takes to upload it to YouTube, you're getting it to 20 different places. That's a pretty cool deal. Now, of course, you can just go in and load. You prepay, so you can put $10 in here, and then of course that's 10 videos that you can send out. So that's how it works. I've used it myself personally tons of times, and I think it's pretty cool. In the next video, we're going to talk about a site that's a lot more expensive, and it gives you unlimited submissions, or close to it. But of course, this pay-as-you-go is certainly good, especially for beginners and people just starting out. So keep that in mind. The power of Traffic Geyser. I wanted to talk about a more advanced program, certainly much more advanced than HazeBread. It's called Traffic Geyser, and what this does is it focuses on video submission and also the component that I talked about with the social bookmarking, digging, and all that kind of stuff. Essentially, what Traffic Geyser gives you is, let's zip down here. You pay a set price of $100 a month, which does sound pricey, but if you consider the the value that you get, is it worth $100? You can upload up to 100 videos per month to 30 top video sites, meaning that you have about 3,500 submissions a month. But it also then takes that video and takes it through 12 social bookmarking communities, 20 podcast directories, and tons of blogs and blog directories. Of course, they offer other bonuses as well. So essentially what this does is, it gives you more of a hands-off approach to your video submissions. It's one of those things where you can do it all yourself and it won't cost anything, or you can, you can pay this and be able to submit more. So you have to take that all into consideration. Now, the one thing about Traffic Geyser is that they do have your first 30 days only $1. So keep that in mind, because once say you go in here and it's only $1. You know that after 30 days it's going to be $100. So you got to really get in there and figure out if it's going to be worth that. And I would set a goal for myself that the first month I want to make at least $100 from my video submissions. And when that happens, then I know that my membership is paid for, and then I can continue to scale from there. So that's how it works. If you're savvy enough, I suggest it's only $1. Certainly worth trying. And if you discover that it's not for you, you can certainly cancel, and there's no contract or anything like that. So again, it's Traffic Geyser. You can check the link that's located right below this actual video to learn more about Traffic Geyser, and you can check out that special, just for $1. So, it's worth trying. So you can check it out, Traffic Geyser. It'll help you, save the time.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own videos without having to do any filming or doing any creating on your part. And what you're going to do is just use other people's videos. So to do this, you would just go to youtube.com/editor, and this is where you would edit your own videos. So this is basically a free tool, but basically you could just choose the option here. If you look at the options here, it says CC, which stands for Creative Commons, and you have permission to use these videos, people's videos, that's they're giving permission for you to use for your own use or commercial use. So what you could do here, you could do search. If you want to do a video about weight loss, you just type that in here. Okay, and then let's just select the first one here, and you could just drag that down here. And you have the tools here to edit it. You can add text, and so basically just play around with this and get the hang of it. And yeah, so this is only one way for you to make money with videos on YouTube. I do advise you to also create your own videos. There's lots of free tools out there. I use a paid tool called Camtasia, but if you just look around, there's lots of great free tools out there as well. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find keywords for your video. So for this example, let's say we're posting a video on YouTube, and we want it to be on weight loss, and we want to put in some keywords on there so that it'll rank well. So let's just type in weight loss here. I've already typed it in. The site that I'm on is called ubersuggest.org. So it's spelled ubersuggest.org. And so you just type in weight loss, click suggest, and as you can see, there's 280 suggestions found. And let's just click on some of them here. So let's say there's let's see here, weight loss blogs. Let's just say you want to choose that one. Weight loss diet. Okay, and once you've selected all the keywords you want, you would just go to here and click on get, and there, so it's ready for you to just copy and paste, and all the work's been done for you. Welcome to this video series in which I'm going to be sharing with you several tips on how to drive traffic to your YouTube channel and to also get more clicks and more views on your videos. A lot of traffic courses focus on how to drive traffic to their websites, but you know what? To many people and businesses, their main site is their YouTube channel. And a lot of people don't know this, but what separates YouTube from other social media sites is that YouTube is actually the second largest search engine in the world. So having a YouTube channel is a great strategy to get traffic to your business. Some YouTubers have several thousand, if not hundreds of thousands of people viewing their videos every day. And once you have thousands of people coming to your channel, there are so many ways to monetize all this free and organic traffic. So make sure you check out the following videos in which I'm going to show you how to drive traffic to your YouTube channel. When it comes to driving traffic to your YouTube videos and your YouTube channel, my preferred traffic method is SEO, or search engine optimization. And that's because SEO is free, organic, and who wouldn't love getting thousands of views on your videos every day while you sleep without paying for traffic and without posting on social media? So in this video, I'm going to share a few tips on SEO. Okay, so first thing is YouTube favors longer videos because they want people to stay on YouTube longer. It makes sense, right? YouTube also values the watch time, which is the amount of time people take to watch your videos, and they prefer this over keywords and other SEO techniques. If you have a higher watch time, the higher you'll show up in the search results. So try to focus on increasing your watch time during the first week that your video is published. YouTube also favors videos that are first watched by people when they first land on YouTube. So for example, you go on YouTube and the first video that you see there, or the first video that you click on, is my video on how to lose weight in 24 hours. Okay, and if enough people, or the majority of people, are clicking on my video first before anybody else's videos, this video is going to rank high on YouTube, because YouTube puts a lot of value in these videos that are getting people's attention and getting them to enter into their sites or into their system. Because basically, once people finish watching a video, as you may already know, there's going to be suggested videos that are going to be recommended to them. So they're going to end up watching more videos. So basically, they look at your video as an entry point to watching more videos, if that makes sense. There's also a misconception out there that YouTube ranks videos based on who has the highest amount of subscribers, and that's not true. Another thing is, you'll get more views simply by making more videos, and the greater the content, the better, because with great content comes more watch time, more likes, and all the things that will be seen as favorable by YouTube's algorithm. Now make sure to use the keywords in YouTube's search predictions when you're creating your titles, or even if you're thinking of what video to make, you could look at YouTube's search predictions or suggestions to get ideas of which videos to make based on popular topics. So let me just give you an example here. So I'm here on youtube.com, and you just go to the search box, and let's just say I'm going to type in how to lose weight. Okay, well, as soon as I type in how to lose, you'll see that YouTube is already predicting or making suggestions here, and these are all popular search terms. Okay, so you could use these as keywords or make videos on these topics. So let's just say I even get more specific: how to lose weight. Okay, how to lose weight in 4 easy steps, how to lose weight in a week, how to lose weight overnight, and so on. Lastly, I want to recommend a tool called TubeBuddy.com, and basically it's a Chrome extension that you install that helps create keywords for you. and it helps optimize your SEO and also helps you grow your channel in general. This is a popular tool that's recommended by other YouTubers, and I've recently started using this myself. It also provides great statistics, and it does a whole bunch of other things. So I highly recommend you go to their site first at TubeBuddy.com and make sure you check out all the things that it can do for your YouTube channel. There are many types of social media platforms that you can use to promote your YouTube channel. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about two of them. I'm going to talk about Facebook and Instagram. Now, when you're posting on Facebook, just keep in mind that Facebook doesn't like people putting links on there that will take people away from Facebook. So don't just put a YouTube link on there, because otherwise Facebook will not let your post be seen. So just put the videos directly on there and make sure to tell viewers to subscribe or take some form of action that is beneficial to your channel. For example, you could tell them to also hit the like button or to check out more videos by clicking on the links on your video. And in the beginning, when you first create your YouTube channel and you don't have too many views or subscribers, what you can do is you can create a Facebook fan page and use your personal Facebook account to promote your Facebook fan page and also your YouTube channel. But it is difficult to use Facebook to promote your YouTube channel. And probably one of the best social media platforms to promote your YouTube channel is Instagram. I think it goes hand in hand with YouTube. However, in my opinion, it's best to use Instagram as more of a branding tool. So don't just use Instagram to promote your latest videos, but to also promote yourself and your brand. Another source of traffic that you can use is Reddit, which is also known as the first page of the internet, just because of the amount of traffic that this website gets, especially on the front page of this website. So if you are able to get your ads or links shown here on the first page of Reddit, you're going to get a large amount of traffic. Of course, it's easier said than done. Now, if you're not familiar with Reddit, it's a page where people post all types of things. It could be articles, of videos, images, it could be almost anything. And basically, the more upvotes you get, the higher your listing will show up on their site. So it's incredibly hard to show up on the first page of Reddit. So what I recommend you do is to focus on subreddits. And a subreddit is a section on Reddit which is focused on a certain type of topic. So basically you could focus on different niches here, and there are several, I don't know exactly how many, there are probably dozens or even hundreds of subreddits. So I'm on the home page here of Reddit, and you could just go to my subreddits if you're logged in. You could click on any of these links here. You could do a search. You could also go to more. So let's just click on that, and you could do a search for almost anything. Let's just say search for six-pack abs. Okay, so you could find subreddits that are focused on fitness. One thing that's worth noting is that people that use Reddit do not like marketers, and they do not like being sold to or being advertised to. So if they think that you are trying to advertise something, you will get called out for it. Okay, so don't make it obvious that you're advertising your videos or you're trying to sell something to the people on Reddit. Also, make sure to read their guidelines before you start using their site. And I believe each subreddit has their own set of guidelines as well. So before you start posting your links that promote your YouTube channel, I recommend that you post other content on there that adds value to the community and that's not really selling anything or even promoting your business, just so people know that you're there to add value and you're making good contributions to the community. And of course, it's also a great way for you to get familiar with the site and how. A great way to get more traffic and views on your videos is through collaboration with other YouTubers. You can collaborate with others who have similar sized amounts of subscribers and similar niches. And if you provide great content and you have a skill that you can leverage off of, bigger YouTubers might even want to collaborate with you. Okay, and you can also collaborate with other YouTubers to create a network of videos that drive traffic to each other. Because when you're watching videos on YouTube, YouTube has a list of suggested videos along the side of that video, and most of these videos are related to the video that you're watching. So you can collaborate with other YouTubers to create videos of similar topics that hopefully YouTube will put on along the side or where they put the suggested videos, so that you guys will help each other into driving traffic to each other's videos. Okay, or you could just help create videos together and promote each other's YouTube channels. Now, before contacting YouTubers, I recommend that you add some good quality comments first on their videos so that they'll notice you and know who you are. And who knows, they might even subscribe to you if they notice you and they like your comments and they like the videos that you're putting out there. Okay. Now, if you want to look for YouTubers to collaborate with, aside from just looking on YouTube, you could also go to a site called yttalk.com, and that's a forum for. Now, if you have the time and you really want to hustle, then I suggest you go and comment on as many related videos as you can, because a certain percentage of the audience of those videos that you're commenting on will probably also click on your profile picture and check out your videos. And as I've said in another video too, when you comment on other YouTubers' videos, that YouTuber, the person that created those videos, might also notice you and even subscribe to your channel. And the more you comment, the more that these channel owners will notice you, and the more likely that they'll want to collaborate with you. Now, keep in mind, when you're trying to get traffic with your comments, people will more likely click on your profile picture if you have an eye-catching picture. Having a nice profile pic can make people want to go to your channel when they see your pic in the comment section. But word of advice though, to not blatantly just promote your channel in the comments section. The comment section is for people to share good information and just to have fun with each other. Okay, so try to make some good quality comments, and you never know which comments are going to get popular and get lots of views. Here are some more quick tips for you to drive more traffic to your channel and to get more views on your videos. I can't stress the importance of thumbnails enough. An eye-catching thumbnail will grab attention and will result in more clicks. Okay, so if you want to create a thumbnail, what you do is you go to canva.com. This is a free tool, and when you register on there, create your free account, you'll be able to use all their templates. They have templates for e-covers, website banners, and social media banners, and they also have one for YouTube thumbnails. And what you could also do is, if you want to get some ideas, go look at thumbnails on YouTube that get your attention and try to model your thumbnail after those that get your attention. Now, creating good content is what ultimately will make your videos go viral. If you don't have good content yet, do not worry. Just keep making videos and be persistent, because eventually you'll get better at making good content. Even the top YouTubers who are making 6 or 7 figures a year, when they first started out, a lot of their content was not good as well. And make sure to optimize your home page, such as your channel trailer, your featured channels, and your featured videos. Another way to get traffic to your videos is just by emailing and texting your subscribers. So in your videos, in the description, try to put in a link to a squeeze page or to your website where you can collect their email addresses. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how to create a squeeze page or a landing page because that's beyond this course and that's for another course. But you could also go on YouTube and learn how to create squeeze pages and landing pages. And those are basically where people would fill in their contact information in return for a gift, such as a free ebook or a checklist or some tips or a newsletter. Okay, you can also put links to your other videos in your video description as a way of getting more traffic to your other videos. Okay, and let's not forget about physical promotion, word of mouth, and just using business cards when you go out. Okay, you could also have your own website or blog, create content on there, and drive traffic to your channel and your videos through your blog posts. You can also look for videos that have a lot of views and make videos on similar topics. And lastly, what you could do if you are in the travel niche and maybe even in the eating or the food niche is you could put pictures on Google Maps at different locations and put links in those pictures to your YouTube channel.
Ways to monetize your videos. Before we go any further, I wanted to talk about different options available to you because you might be saying to yourself, okay, I get it, you can make videos, but what do I make videos about? How do I make money from it? Let's talk about the different options that you have. Of course, one is if you already have your own business, why not be promoting it? This could be anything from a carpet cleaner to a bookseller. Everything, can be promoted on video. So, get out there and start doing that. It doesn't even need to be, a video of your shop. It can just be pictures of what you're doing. It's very easy to put these things to music. You can of course promote your own products. You don't need to have a big fancy business to have your own products. You could write your own book, write your own ebook, and sell that with a very little overhead and make videos about that. Even things that you sell on eBay. The sky's the limit with that. Create branding for your business. Keep that in mind too. You don't necessarily need to be selling something. You can be creating a name for your business. Promote affiliate products such as ClickBank. This is also, a great thing, and you see a lot of people doing it. In fact, that's what this video series is going to focus more on that. But it's just one of your many options. Of course, you can go out and join a ClickBank account, and doesn't cost anything. And the great thing is you don't have all this stock at your house. If you create a video and you sell a ton, then you automatically get the commissions. It's all digital download. You don't actually even deal with that. You just get the commission for selling it, which is really, really cool. You can build a list and promote later. This is also a good thing. Let's say, for example, that you have a video on dog training. You could say, join my list to get more tips about dog training, or this is part one of the video series. To see part two, you have to join my list. And then of course you have their email, and you know that they love dogs, so you can promote to them again and again. And I've found from experience that people might not buy that first time, but you know what, they buy the third or fourth time you approach them. So keep that in mind as well. Promoting your video on relevant forums. I'd like to talk now about, the whole idea is of course to get your video in front of your target audience. So one way that you can do that, again for free, is by going to places on the internet where these types of people hang out. So let's say, for example, that I have a video that I did on dog training. Well, I'll go to good old Google and I'll do a search for dog forums. And you'll see here a whole bunch of stuff comes up. Dogforums.com, ilovedogs.com. I'll go in, and one thing that I'm going to look for is to, and this is just a general marketing tip in general, I'll look to see how active the forum is. So you can see here that this forum has almost 47,000 members. That's pretty crazy. That's a lot of people, and you can even also see that there's been a lot of posts too. So what's to stop me then from creating an account and sharing my video? I certainly recommend that you do that. Now, if you create an account just for the purpose of pushing your video, people aren't going to like that so much. But if you do it in a more nonchalant way, one thing you could do is, here there's a spot for new forum members, so I can go in here, and of course I could just introduce myself and then say, hey, listen, I created this YouTube video. If you care, check it out. Or you could create a a signature, which is what is known as, now some forms don't have them, but most do. You can have a spot. Okay, here this person has a signature. For every time they make a post, here's their signature below, and you're allowed, a lot of forms allow you to promote things. So it could be, check out this cool dog training video. Now, if you can think about things and how to use this on a viral aspect, you could do something like if your video had some, cute dog pictures in it, but also has, a push for sale at the end. People eat that stuff up, especially a dog lover. So you go in here and say, hey, here's my cute pictures of my dog, blah, blah, blah. And then, you get these people to go check out your video. Hopefully they'll check out more of your videos. So just something to keep in mind. The whole goal here is to go wherever your people are going to be, your target audience is, and start sharing it. Not just forums, but anywhere on the net. Of course, if you have a reputation somewhere already, why not build upon that by sharing your video with those people as well. So just think about that. And again, forums can be a great way, especially if you spend some time building up your reputation, people can begin to see you as an expert. And then when you go ahead and share a video, they're going to flock to it because they respect what you have to say and share. And in turn, they'll go, check out what you've created.
There are several ways to monetize your videos. And in this video, I'm just going to go over two of the most popular ways to monetize your YouTube videos. The first way is to have AdSense ads on your videos. So if you want to have AdSense on your videos, you would just go to your YouTube account and you just join the YouTube partner program, which you can see here, and then you would just sign up for that. The other way to monetize your videos is by placing affiliate links in the description below the video. So if you want to do that, you would place an affiliate link. That should be the first thing that you would put in your description, is your affiliate link. And what type of things can you promote? Well, you can promote things through ClickBank, Amazon, and also CPA offers. So basically, do your research on which affiliate programs you want to promote, products or affiliate products that are related to your video, and then just go from there.
Okay, that's about it. I hope that you've enjoyed this video series. Just one final note. I've given you the tools that you need to succeed with video marketing. The difference now between you succeeding and not succeeding is getting out there and taking action. I can't tell you how many internet products that I myself own that I have not taken action on. And sadly, they have not made me any money, which is a loss to me. I don't want to see that happen to you with this. I really suggest that before you start chasing the next big thing, that you give this a try, because it really does work. Video marketing is so popular, and it is a way to really catch people's attention. When you see a lot of people selling things, a lot of times they're not doing video marketing yet, which really puts you ahead of the curve. So, get out there and start doing it. I think that you'll be surprised at how well it works, just simply because it does. So, best wishes to you, and I'll see you at the top.